All right, guys, so now we're going to be just refining the blocking a bit more. There's one more thing that we need to add as well to the blocking, and that is, if you look at the line in the run, there's almost like this line, yeah, that comes across. And then when he lands, there's almost the line which is kind of like this, right? Now that is key for adding a bit of compression when we're running. So when we're running, there's always just compression happening like this. And you want to create that. We talked about it at the front, the front view with the C, the shape, the alternate C shapes. So then we got that one, and then we got that one. So these are kind of like, they're not really compressions, but they're just showing the different C shapes. So what we want to do in the side view is, what I'll do is that one, and I think we could use that as the IK, yeah, okay, and then we've got the top. All right, so what we do is, when the character is in the passing position, there's going to be a compression, okay, and when it's up like this in contact, there's going to be a extension, if you like. So what we want to do here is we want to rotate it in X, and then get the hips, that is, and get the upper body, rotate that as in X as well, and the middle one here, we could just move it forward a bit like this, so that we've got a shape in the spine which is going like that, right, following that line of action. Now I'll select that control, the hips, and key everything there, the hips, middle control, and the shoulders, and then copy that to the last frame, because that's what we want. And when he lands, when it's compressing, we want to do the opposite. So we go with the hips, and we could be like, okay, let's rotate it forward a bit, and then rotate that forward. And then this one, we could just check the curve of the back, have it back. And another way you can check it is, we'll just see here. I was going to say, we get this, get the middle control. So we got that, got the middle control and the shoulder. Now we're going to key everything there. And basically we want to go to the next contact and then weight shift here. And we basically want to copy it here. So we just go from this one, middle click it to 18, copy it. So there's that little bit of compression happening there, right? So it's like from there, compress, and then up. That's it. We also want, so we've got the same controls selected, and we also want to copy that there to 12. So we want to copy that to 12. Yeah. There. And copy the end. Okay, there's a little bit of a twist. Let's see, there's a bit of a, yeah, so we want the opposing side. So we want the X rotation to be the same, but what I've done, I've copied the Y and everything. So what we'll do, we'll come in here, I'll get it. The X stays the same, but we just take the minus off and take the minus off. Sorry, I copied the same pose basically. That's why I copied that there. Okay, so if you look now, it's a bit exaggerated, right? Because we're getting that compression. But what you can do, we can come in here to the top one and then go to, basically go here, and then we can just tone this down a bit, yeah? So as you can see here, this is coming down a lot, so we can bring this up to 4. And we could even get all of these and then rotate it down a bit. Yeah, just keep it a bit lower. Now if we look now, there, you see it's very small there. And obviously with this, which was Z, so we can see here Z, obviously it's going down quite a bit there. So all we have to do is just bring this up to the same amount here, so 4 squares, and then we can just scale this. So we just scale this down slightly, so we don't want it too much, right? So the compression is there, but it's very slight, but it doesn't matter because we need it. You'll feel it. And then here as well, what we can do here, we can just move these up. Actually, I'll move it up. So it's very subtle, but you're getting that compression. And then we can always scale that as we go. Okay, now we've done that. And now what we're going to do, we can start. Oh, sorry, that's my phone. Put that down. All right. All right, now what we can do now, we get everything. We're going to spline. So we get everything. Come in here, graph editor. And we can start splining. So what we'll do is just grab everything, spline it. And then I'll just cycle everything. So everything's cycling, right? So that's what we just press these 2 buttons to cycle. This one and this one. That's for infinity. Sorry, this is the ones you want cycling, not the infinity one. So it cycles on the spot. All right, now you can see, right, what's happening. Still a bit of blocking going on there, isn't it? All right, now what we're going to do, we can clean up. So we'll just clean up. So if we go to the hips, we come here. So first thing we're doing, we're just going to go through each one. All right. So we can more or less see here, we can kind of get rid of these keys because they're a bit redundant. So we can start cleaning up and just flatten these. When I press this, I flatten it. I got a shortcut called Alt-F on my keyboard. But, you know, you can do it by just going up here to flatten, but I've got shortcuts. I'll do a video on that, how I've done that. Okay, so I'll get this point here, and what is it, 3.9? So let's go to -4 and let's make this 4 just to make it even. All right, so that's cool. And we're clean the tangents at the end here. You don't want them like this. You want them matching. Then we'll go down to the Y. Okay. And the high on the Y is here, so we'll move this up. The low is here, so we know that this is going to be the 0. So all of this is going to be 0, we know, right? So we can just level that up. And we'll just match all this. And obviously, we can copy this here on this pose. Okay, might even, let's clean it up first, then we'll have a look. Yeah? So the hips is rotating. Okay, that shouldn't need any rotations. So we can leave that how it is. That shouldn't have any rotations on it really. The Y, yeah, that shouldn't have any on it either. Sometimes these rotations just can't, I don't know why. Because that is the, yeah, I did choose the hips. Yeah. Yeah, and you can see those hips, these are still, okay, let's spline this out. Everything's not splined out yet, don't know why. Okay, let's select this bottom one, that seems all right. All right, let's go to the hips now, let's work our way up. So then we got the hips here. So they're all right, no rotations, these were, sorry, no translations, which makes sense. Okay, we'll just cycle these. Okay, now the Y, all right, so we can just get rid of these. Okay, that shouldn't be there. Or maybe this should be here. Yeah. Yeah, that should be like that. Yeah, that makes more. That makes more sense. But what we can do with this, we'll just put this as what? 15. And that's going to be minus 15. Okay, that's cycling. So we've got that happening there. And then we can adjust that. Because as we come here, we can always adjust it a little bit more. Add a keyframe. All right, now we've got the keys in here. Now normally with this, you want to delay it a bit. So come here. That's a keyframe. The keyframe there. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, we just want to delay it a little bit. As it comes. Okay. And then that one, this one is the Z. So let's see what the Z is up and down. Okay, going in that way. All right. It should be more like that. That's it. Okay. I think the hips was the only one. Ah, I get it. The hips was the only one when I copied the pose. This bit went to the top. That should be down. That's more right. Yeah. Oh, I get it now. That's why. All right, that's fine. That middle one, basically that middle one, which was up here, this is the right trajectory. So this should just need to just bring it down. That's all. And I'll just copy this value and put it here. So I know the opposite value is equal there. Yeah. And then we can just bring these down to match it. Bring these up. Okay. And then you've got that. All right. So we're working on that. We're just working our way up. So let's check out this IK. Is that the IK? Yeah, that's the one. All right. So this seems fine, the way it's going up. We'll just put these all at 0. Match these. Match these at the top. And then down. Oh, let's check this out. Okay, that's for that. Okay, we can always, what we'll do, we'll just clean this for now. And then when we come to polishing, we'll come back and polish these. I'm trying to add a bit more of that up and down. But at the moment, this is fine. To be honest, we don't need these curves in between. And even for this one, we don't need them there. But let's check this out. 0. All right. Let's make this minus 0. There. So that's equal. Okay, the other thing we can do is, let's go back to the hips. See, what I want to do here is I want to add a bit more of an impact. So I want this to come down sharp. And then there's a bounce coming down, right? I'll delete this. And this is all right. I just want this to come down sharp. And in this one, I want this to come down sharp. Because I want the hips to come down with that weight. And then it pops back up. And we could delete this key as well, but for now, have a look now. Okay, so what we can do here is we can slowly just bring it down so it's not, so that the knee is not locking. Okay, got that cycle working, right? Save your files. I've just saved it now. Don't forget to save. All right, let's move up. So now we're working our way up from the central gravity, the cog, we're moving up. So let's go to the shoulders. So you can see here. Actually, you know what? Let me just bring this in a bit. That's better like that. All right. Now, let's go to, okay, that's fine. All of this is fine. We don't need to. We're not going to add nothing on that. All right. This is the X compression, right? We were talking about. You can see, is it? Okay. So it's 3.49. We'll copy that to the top. And then we'll go to there. We'll just cycle everything, move this up, move this down a bit. And then here as well. We can move this up. I'll just match this. All right. So now if we have a look, see, it's just cycling more smoothly there, right? And we're getting a bit of that impact. So if we look here, so we'll go back here. There's that impact happening in the hips, going down, down, up, down, up, down. Let's check these hips out for a minute. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Up and down here, right? So you're getting that impact. And now the other thing we can do is we look at the foot. Start playing around with the foot. You see here, automatically, we'll just flatten this, flatten it. We're going to cycle. We can bring this down like this. So if we break the tangents, and then have it like, that would be the impact coming down. So it's going to stamp down. And then what we can do here, the next frame, obviously ball roll, we just heel roll, just press 0, so it stamps down, right? So it's boom. And then we can add, so we'll do that. And then we'll just flatten these. That's fine, going up. All right, let's check this out. So we'll flatten it here, bring this down a bit. Bring that up a bit. Just clean these curves up a bit, right? And then we'll start playing around with the, because you can see when he lands, you know, it's a bit more, you know, we could move it a bit more like this so it's more smoother. But we can always polish that, do that when we polish. And we're going to make it cycle a bit more smoothly. But at the moment, it's the splining we're trying to do. And obviously here, rotation, same thing. We're just going through them. We're just cleaning these up a bit. Yeah. And then you can see there's a bit of a flick there at the end, right? So we're going to smooth all that out. We're just getting the splining done at the moment. Our arms we can do later as well. We can do a layer approach. You can do it together or later. It doesn't matter. Any way you like. And then let's check out all these other controls. So we've got this controller heel. This is the heel control, right? So it goes, and then from there, flat. That's perfect. And all this other stuff we haven't got. Then we get the other control. Same thing. Just flatten all of this. Okay, so we can also make this the same as well. So this is going to be the same value as this. because the foot's still on the floor. Oh, sorry, no, this is the wrong one. What am I doing? I thought this was... We could leave it there. And then the next one, I guess we could have it going down like that. Up, we want it like that. We want that cover shape, right? And then we go to translate. See here, you can see how when I'm doing it, it's stopping a bit. You see how that foot is stopping? That's because of this bit. So when we come here and we go here, I guess we could leave that where it is. And then the next one, we can push that back a bit. So he's pushing back. Right? And then we can just cycle that bottom bit. So we're getting kind of a... So that's pretty cool. But again, there's a big pop at the end there and there. So we'll add a few more keyframes in here to make that go smoothly. But we're going to do that at the end. You know, we're just trying to get all of this working splined first, yeah. Front looks all right. Let's check out the pole vectors. Pole vectors, let's check these out. Just cycle, make sure these are cycled. Then we come here. That's fine. Coming up. Just want to make sure they're following the same path. Just cycle this. So let's have a look. That seems fine. This seems all right too. This is fine. All right. That is not the same as the end of that. So we'll just copy that over. I just want to see how the... So here, you see, we'll just bring it out. And that seems to be following. Yeah, the knees are not popping. That's wicked. That's fine. Bring that down. And then out slightly at the knees. Okay, that's fine. That's working. And then we can always match these at the end. Okay, that's fine. And this left foot, man, let's go back to this left foot here. I think we missed out the ball roll. Yeah, flatten or anything that's overshooting, just flatten those. Because then that's basically making it go past the floor or past this pose. We don't need that now. But for example, we come here and we go this foot. Let's put that at 0 after the contact, right? 0. Yeah, so there's a bit more of that slap happening. Okay. All right, let's see how it's looking. Okay, so that's all smoothing out. Getting that motion right. The C's in the back happening there. The compression is it's there slightly. I think we'll add more compression. When we polish, we'll start adding a bit more compression like this. That will add a bit more of a weight to the character. And then obviously we'll start working on the neck and the arms, right? But we're getting the mechanics right first. As you can see, you know, step, we could, if you wanted to, just exaggerate this more to the side. So let's go to 6, yeah? Let's go to -6 and 6. Okay, let's check this out. Yeah, so there's a bit more of this sideways. bang. So it goes weight shift. We get here. That's 0. Bang. 0. Bang. Weight shift. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So we can see it shifting on both sides. And we're kind of looking for that. And then we can start offsetting. Let me check this out. Let's check these values out. Okay, they look all right. This one and this one, they're all right. This is fine too. What we can do, let's get rid of these. Okay, we don't need those. They don't make much difference there, did it? And that. Okay, so we can get rid of that. Okay, so we got this happening now. So we got the compression, stretch, compression, stretch. Okay, that's cool. All right, so that rotation. All right, so we've got that working. We've got it all splined. Seems to be smooth, working all right. And then this top view as well seems all right, right? You've got that side to side movement happening and the impact. I'm just thinking about this impact on the hips. Now, what you could do is, if we delete this, that's the same thing. We'll keep it there. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. Up in the air, he's not going to be too much in the air because, you know, it's a heavy character, right? So we'll leave it like that. We're splining that out. So that's all splined, right? And the head stuff, we'll check that out later. In fact, let's go in here. Let's check out. Is that the rotation? Yeah, okay. Let's put in just some. Let's check on the side view. All right. So let's leave the head where it is, X. And as it comes down, take the impact. So weight, take the impact, and then up. Right? Weight, take the impact, and then up. Yeah, we can add a little bit in there, right? So there's a little bit of head movement in there just to get it in so that the whole body is connected, working properly. Arms we can sort out after. But all right, guys, that's basically the splining. So we're just sorting the curves out, getting the curves in the hips working properly. And then now we'll start, we've got a basis and we're getting more cleaner animation. We'll start adding layers and we'll start bringing this character, you know, really to life, you know, with all the weights, the skin jiggling, all of the stuff that brings everything, all the fun stuff, right? That brings everything to life. But we still got a lot of work to do. We're going to polish it a bit more. Well, come out of, splining. I think the next stage we're kind of just tracking arcs, polishing a bit more as well. And then the very last video will be where we add those fingers, skin jiggle, facial expressions, hair, and all this kind of stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm having fun with this rig. It's a really cool rig. And we'll see you in the next video, my friends. Take care. Share, please. Like, subscribe. If you found this useful, if you think anybody else would find this video useful who's just starting getting into animation, just want to say tell them about Opimation, OP the fitness animator, you know, getting you from beginner to game level so that you can get your dream job in your game industry company. Okay guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Love you all.